Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. We are here at Agonith's Ranger encampment here, heading north, not north, south actually, because we need to talk to Saragor, that one. Basically we need to find out where I think the Masters of Mordor are now going to be, you know, gathering, as they don't want to sort of gather in each other's places because they're worried of some sort of trap. I think that was at least what they think. So yeah, we're coming over here to have a little word. Before that, I'm going to get attacked probably, but we do have a Hobbit gift of the day. So let's have a look at that before we start with any of this. 10% run speed boost, because I'm going to have to be running away from these lot when they get spawned. I'm not sure. Anyway, we need to have a little chat. Okay, kill, that's all he says. Okay, find the area in Lingris near the falls and fulfill Zagarog's demands. So what was the demand? Okay, so we're asking a bunch of questions. 9 fish die in the water's absence. Presence in the darkness is that Zargarog walks closely and the fish are gone. Sudden flash of light binds you to the brilliance and you recognize a flat space as past trees and many falls. Near many falls in the southern reaches of Lingris, hateful chittering fills your ears, and you know there is a malevolent creature behind you. You're unable to turn and face it though. You hear the voice of Atli Spiderbane. You know he hunts the creature that stalks you. I'm lost. Lingris. That was there, which I think. Oh no, our campsite doesn't take us there anymore. No, that's a little annoying. So we have a little bit of a trek ahead of us. Obviously it's been very good that we've had the Stablemaster, or not Stablemaster, the campsite be used there, but potentially having it at Lingris would have been really, really nice. It's about 3,000 meters away. That is quite a way. So I guess what we'll do is I'm gonna just head over there. I'll pick up recording when we are back there, because I don't think anyone wants to deal with having to just watch me walk over there or run over there on my steed, other than me having to actually do it. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure by the time we get there, we should be quite a lot less Shadow of Mordor, so we should be pretty well off. And then I guess one good thing, at least, by having that campsite is we'll be able to go here and very quickly get back to complete this quest. But we'll have to see what we do. I'll have a little read of this as well and see if I can work out what we're doing. I think he just wants us to defeat, yeah, whatever, like a spider boss, most likely, because Atli's after it. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll see you in just a little bit over there. Right, so we're coming up on where we need to be. Quest ring is just there. It's just by the tower we were at previously, I think. Is that not correct? Mordor's quite a large area, so I kind of lose track of where everything is. It does seem familiar though, but we're after Atli. That is the plan, or at least as far as I'm aware. That is who we're after. Or more, we're trying to find the area, which is here, and we'll find Atli, who is looking a little worse for wear. Oh, okay, and this thing, which has luckily a lot less. I mean, Atli, we met you first a long time ago. I'm very proud of you. You're in art shit most of the time, and now here you are doing what, 350,000 morale. Creature's dead. May this be enough. Well, I didn't kill it, so I'm not sure if it's gonna be a bit iffy with me.
Thank you for finishing the job.
Well, you're welcome, but I'm a bit worried now that he's gonna be a bit like, well, you didn't do it. You're gonna have to go and do something else. Because, yeah, that's a bit worrying. Right, I'm gonna use the return to camp, go to Arkenstone, head down there again, and see if it was good enough or not. Hopefully it is. Please. Okay, so back on our war steed, heading south this way. Hopefully good enough. Again, I don't really want to have to like go back there. It's quite a far travel. Like the quest itself is relatively quick. The problem is how far you have to travel. It's like 3,000 meters, and considering like, yeah, it's 1,000 meters here. Doesn't seem like a lot when you look on the map here, but that's quite a distance, and like scale-wise, obviously everything's got to fit on a map. But even going from like, yeah, when you're in Bree and you've got to go to, you know, let's go back to Eredor. So let's say Bree and you got to go up to like Estelden. That's like 1,000 meters. It's like 3 times that, and that feels like it takes forever. And there's barely any stable masters, so... I mean, you do have war steeds, so that's obviously a good thing, but it just feels like it takes forever. Why have you got a yellow name? 115. Okay, these are all 114, so it's still one level higher than us, which will be why that's the case. Hopefully not for long. I really want to get to level 115. Like, that is obviously the next big milestone. That's where we get, like, new gear, and that's like our big... you know, new thing, because it was the old level cap. And it will just make our lives easier. But it's because the quests take so long to do, like this one for example. Obviously I didn't record the traveling there, but it does take quite a while. Yeah, it's gonna take a while to get there. Unless we get a lot of like really quick quests. Alright, hopefully that was good enough for you. Please say it was, because I don't want to have to go back. Okay, the spider is slain, you say. You see the hidden gully that lingers once again, and you feel a shaking shadow, or a stalking shadow, and here, Atli Spider-Man bellows his battle cry, feeling of great insistence, spears upon you over and over. The spider, you say once again, and sorry, the dwarf. No, you respond. You're buffeted by disappointment and anger. The spirit's rage is a crushing ceiling that presses down on you. It is a cauldron of boiling fire that scalds you as a torment of icy rain and freezes and pierces your skin. It passes, and Zyr's rage is replaced with a sullen resentment. Where will the masters meet? And Zyra shows you the 9 dying fish, inexplicably and inexplorably breathing their last. Finally, the image fades, and your feet are compelled to walk to the northwest. Nothing disappointment, but you're confident that he's given you what you need. So he wanted us to kill Atli, not the spider, is what I take from that. I could be reading into it wrong, but yeah, we said the spider, they said the dwarf. I ain't killing Atli. No, thank you. I'm good. Luckily, northeast isn't that far away. I could have not just done what I did, but let's see where this leads us. Some hidden passage, or... is this what it is? Mount Doom fills your vision, and you know at once the masters will meet on the slopes of Urdrun. Is that? Okay. I'm just going to kill this fire drakeling, because it's going to start annoying me in a minute. The annoying thing, I don't want to be killing these enemies. I don't want to be... It slows me down. The amount of times I was dismounted. Trying to... I don't really want... I should accept that quest, I'll be honest, I should. But I don't want to. I just feel like I don't need to. It's like sidetracking.
How did I not see it?
I mean, it was...
You will need a disguise of some kind if you are to attend the meeting in
It
secret.
was quite obvious, to be fair. I mean, apparently me going into that place somewhere around here was, yeah, the Tower of Cirith Ungol. That's good enough disguise. Oh, disguise? Probably not for them. Right, we need to go to Minas Tirith once again. So, after Battle Osgiliath is probably our best choice, I'll be honest. So, there, then to Minas Tirith, and then we'll talk to Mithrandir. Okay, so Mithrandir should just be here, right here. And let's have a little word with him. We need to find a disguise, it seems.
What brings you back to the city?
I want to have a disguise. I will meet you at Cirith Gorgor when you have arranged a disguise with the tailor. We need to find the group of freed Nurnhoth on the northeastern of the third circle. Oh yeah, I forgot that we had saved them. That is a little bit of a buggy bit of texture there. So this right here, we turn these to white, I remember now. I forgot we did that. I feel like now It's a little bit awkward. There's so much going on. It's the white city. It's probably not best to have it white. Even red sometimes is awkward to see. Let's turn it back for that for the moment. We had to make it to the third circle. Sadly, you know, we can't... When, like, it's before the battle, it's fine because we can just take one to each level. Unfortunately, after the battle, we have to individually scale each level. Luckily, it's not... Well, I mean, it's not too bad. We can go either first or third. No, sorry, first or sixth. Depending on what we need. And then work our way up. So if it was the fourth, I would actually jump up to the sixth, and then go down. But because the third, it's actually quicker for us to do this. Or hopefully quicker for us to do this. I don't want to be wasting too much time. We need to go up this way. But luckily as well, it will be quicker because we'll come up here, and then we'll come over here, and then we'll go there. And that's us done. And then see if they can, I guess, help us. I assume they're going to be able to give us some tips on what they need. If you are to attend the meeting of the Masters of Mordor in secret, you will need some way to remain hidden. A disguise. A group of freed Nirnhoth might be found on the third circle. Yeah, so they're probably going to help us concoct a disguise and maybe try and sneak us in a little bit as well. Should be helpful. Let's hope at least. Is that, or we get caught out with, like, the Masters of Mordor right in front of us and we have to battle them all, which would not end well for us. Because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of Shadow of Mordor at Mount Doom. I have just a little feeling. Just a small little feeling that that's going to be the case. Right, hopefully they are willing to help out though, because these guys are here. Hi. You found a group of Nirnhoth trying to become used to their new lives. Yeah, that must be really weird. Looks a bit nice to you.
To send us back to Mordor?
No.
Promise me.
No, I would never do that. That is just cruel. You listen to your request and slowly look at Furious place with caution. You do not want to do this. Aram and Italy were in the service of Oracle's table, and the tales they've told of his cruelty are beyond belief. If you tried to deceive him, you'll be found out, and the death could not come swiftly enough for you. I retained the clothes I wore in servitude, for some part of me believed I would no longer be free of it. There was a part of me too that feared to dispose of them. Why? The reason must be may appear foolish to you, but I thought if I no longer had them at hand, I'd forget the time I spent in servitude or the family and friends I lost in those years. I'll give them to you for these reasons. Let's hope they fit. That you will use them to help put an end to Ugricor and the others like him, for Aram and for Italy, and for the families and mine. May they be of use to you. I will not feel their loss over much. I'll not try to feel their loss over much. It will not be easy, but it will be worthwhile as this act to help free my people and puts an end to their misery and torment in Mordor. So bring the Nirnhoth clothing to Lane, a tailor in the southern side of the third circle. Luckily, the third circle, with some reluctance but hopeful smile, Hoosier gives you a bundle of rags. So I guess at least we're trying to fit them. It's not just a case of, hey, magically they fit. You're like a dwarf, and then it's like, oh, they fit. Oh, we're getting some pending loot timeout. That's fine. Not hugely fussed at. In fact, I will just destroy all to get us stop having a bunch of messages. And then we have to wait 24 hours.
You wish me to modify these so you may wear them?
Yeah.
These are mere rags.
Yeah, that's the point. Are you sure you would not prefer the latest fashions of the city instead? These are little more than dirty rags. Very well. I'll do all I can. I'll sell these along to you when they are finished. Eorzen followed you to the tailor, and now he seeks to get your attention.
You are up to something.
I am, definitely. There can only be one reason you want to wear the clothes of Nirnhoth. You plan to sneak into one of the fortresses of Mordor. Do not try and deny it. Eorzen knows whatever you might say would be a lie. He is often called Eorzen the Perceptive, after all. I was about to say, what title is it going to have now? He looks side to side and shifts his weight from one foot to the other. When he speaks again, the words come in a rush and tumble, as if he was embarrassed to speak them. Oh, I'm close to being a friend. If you do not get yourself killed climbing the walls of Saragost or rattling the bars of Nerevan, you might hope to achieve my friendship in time, but Eorzen does not befriend corpses. Think you're a fool to attempt this, but I'll show you something. The bosses pay no heed to servants or their slaves as long as they are obedient. They will change in an instance if a servant disobeys. You must do whatever you're commanded to do, or they'll see through your disguise. You should serve you well with Ugrikor, Duglabath, or any of their minions. We are going to be hit with a very hard decision. I have a feeling that it's setting us up for it. But there's one you should be aware of. In any circumstance, whatever Uridani has become, I do not think she'll be blinded by your appearance. She is maybe more sensitive to your deception. You must try and keep away from Uridani at any cost. Okay, we're totally going to have a confrontation with her. I've done all I can do. Is more than anyone else would do, but this city is confusing and unpleasant, and if I'm stuck here, I would rather have someone such as you hear my complaints. Oh, that almost is nice. Keep in mind when you're sojourn, I don't know what that word means. Yeah. When you sojourn, maybe when we go on your foolish errand, and let it inspire you to subtlety. Anyway, he basically doesn't want us to die. He likes us. The tailor is finished reciting the Nirnhof garments, and he bundles them for you.
I bundled the garments for you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, back to the Black Gate. Now, I'm a little... what's the best way to get there? I'm going to have a quick look, because it's a little bit awkward. Try and get to here, so I need to get the Stable Master map up. Mordor... Where's Mordor? Up here. We need to get to the Undin Footholds. Slag Hills, so where's Swift Travel? Swift Travel, Swift Travel. See, the thing is, how do I get to Slag Hills? I have to go from Osgiliath. I can go to Osgiliath and up to there. Okay, that's probably my best choice. It's just a little awkward because there's no Bree to Mordor thing. Could always go to a house and do that, but still a bit awkward. Okay, so apparently I can't just go straight from Osgiliath to there. I've got to go to the camp of the host, Slag Hills, and then Foothold, it costing 93 silver, 50 copper. Not a huge deal. We've got quite a lot of money, and plus we can very easily make that back. But yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that because it's probably before battle, like Osgiliath before the battle, like Slag Hills. Yeah, it looks like Osgiliath, like regular Osgiliath, not Osgiliath after the battle, because I think, well, they're sort of almost instanced areas, kind of. They're separate from each other. Same with the Minas Tirith before and after battle. They're like different layers, I guess you could call them. So maybe I'll have to look into what's possible there. But Mithrandi is here. It is nearly time. Okay.
It seems the meeting is soon to commence.
Besides the reported large enemy groups moving towards Orodruin from the different strongholds in Golgoroth, they appear to be forming, making for Amon Thor, a structure on the side of Mount Doom. Are you prepared? Speak to me when you are ready to leave, but do not take too long. Time is short, and you must not miss the meeting. Looks like an instance for us. We get a class trait point out of this, which is going to be quite nice. We also get a hooded Nirnhof cloak, which is kind of cool, because it's like battle scarred almost. And then just also a garb as well, both cosmetics. For some reason I thought you got one or the other, but I guess that's what we're wearing to our thing. It'll probably be over our stuff, like overriding our cosmetics, so that'll be interesting. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, but we will well, we'll accept that, and then we will, I guess, have to, yeah, solo quest complete with cannot be complete with fellowship, which should mean we don't really have to do much killing, hopefully. That's generally how those go, when you don't complete them with a fellowship. Or I could be just remembering completely wrong. But we'll do that next episode, hopefully. As he said, we must be quick, but we'll hold that off till next episode, because, yeah, I think that'll be a nice thing to just have the episode dedicated to, depending on how long it is as an instance, because I'm not actually sure. Obviously, never done it before. But that's going to be it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one, where we have to crash a party, I guess. Well, hopefully not get noticed crashing a party, and see if we can find out what they're doing. But as I said, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.